Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Patriot Cast presented by Patriot Focus. My name's Billy. I'll be your host for today. And today we have a pretty fun episode. We have our first crossover podcast of the season. We have our first game that we are introducing, which will be the Patriots versus Commanders. And there's no better way to introduce this game without having John on. He works. He covers the Commanders. He has his own podcast. So we're gonna do a crossover episode today. We're gonna introduce everything. We're gonna cover everything you need to know for this game. So, John, do you want to introduce yourself?
Nah, for sure, for sure. For those who are unaware, get familiar. My name is John Ledown. I am the co-host, co-founder, co-CEO, editor, and designer here on the Ballin in Burgundy podcast. Yeah, myself, Chris, Andrew, and Justin, the four of us. You'll see us weekly. You'll see us on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter at Ballin and Burgundy podcast, or like I said, on Twitter at BIB Podcast 22 because Twitter has long usernames. Normally, you guys will see me with a green screen-esque background, but new show, new programming, so. I got my little flag set up. I got the poster
Oh yeah,
in the background. It's a little home theater.
I'm liking it.
And then for those who tune in every Wednesday night with your boy, myself, Reed Easy, and One Guy talking sports every Wednesday night, 9:30 ish, depending on our technical difficulties. The Burgundy Breakdown, the best 4-man collaboration podcast on YouTube. But no, happy to be here. Appreciate you reaching out and getting this thing put together.
Oh yeah, no problem. It's gonna be fun. Normally, I like to do a crossover for every single matchup. Get an account. So whenever we face the Commanders, we know that John will be joining us. So
Hell yeah.
so we'll be covering the joint practice from yesterday.
Oh,
That
yes.
was definitely an interesting thing to see. Obviously, you're I'm assuming down in Washington, so
So
or
yeah,
that
so I'm
area.
down. I'm probably the farthest out from a lot of us content creators. I'm down here in like Virginia Beach,
Oh, all right.
so I'm way down here kind of thing.
Okay.
Uh, but no, like every time I can, I'm checking Twitter. I'm checking with all
Yep.
my group chats. I'm
Yep.
checking in on Instagram. Checking in on like everywhere you can get the news. I'll find it. We're gonna talk about it, and we talked about it last night for an hour or so with the Burgundy breakdown. Had a real go out, talk about a little bit of a Luke McCaffrey action. But no, we got a lot to talk about coming out of yesterday.
Oh yeah. One thing that I'm assuming most people saw is that Vrabel dove into a fight. It was a brawl. Some people
Yeah,
could call it. Coming out with a bleeding face and a cheek
bleeding face.
bleeding. So something that most people would like to see out of their head coach. I don't know. Some people might have their own views about it.
Yeah,
I don't. I mean, if you want to put your body on the line for the team, then be my guest. I wouldn't do it
yeah.
personally, but I mean, um, it's good. It's good to see that he really cares, and you know what I
I
mean.
mean,
So
former linebackers are gonna do that. He would do that.
yeah,
Campbell would do it. Quinn would do it.
yeah.
LaFleur would probably do it.
I can see Cliff Kingsbury getting in there.
I can see Cliff wanting a piece of the action.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, it was a good practice. It was nothing crazy, nothing really insane to talk about. Over 10,000 people came to Gillette to watch it.
Heck yeah.
They opened up the ramps. It was a packed practice. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, Patriots they did pretty well. I think their offense kind of beat the Commanders' defense, but the
Yeah.
Commanders' offense did look like they did
Did his
pretty
guys
good against
ran, ran
us.
it ran it back on y'all. So it was a flush situation.
Exactly, yeah. So but we'll get more into the preseason game a little later into the podcast. But to start off, let's dive right into the joint practice. So what did you see or what did you get from the Commanders? What from their offense? What did you gather up?
Uh, Kind of the big talking point for a lot of us fans is obviously no Terry McLaurin this
Yeah.
contract situation. So Jaden went to his targets. New connection with Debo Samuel, Zach Ertz, one of my favorite receivers to look at in terms of Commanders came as Ja'Cory Brooks. What me and Z call one half of Ja'Cory squared. Brooks and Bill, aka Ja'Cory Cross-K Merritt. He had a nice touchdown, one-handed on the end zone. I forget who's number 25 for y'all because he kept getting
Marcus
beat on
Jones.
a lot of these. Yeah, Marcus Jones. Based on all the videos I've seen, he led up like 3 touchdowns in the end zone.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's gonna make y'all's roster or not. He probably will because he's a veteran name.
He's a big name. He'll definitely make the roster. But he's had it weird for his career. I mean, he's a really good player, but he just doesn't get the. We have such a talented cornerback group, and we've had that for 3, 4 years, and he's always been the third string guy. You know what I mean? Like he's always been really good, but he's never been the main guy. It's always been Gonzo. You're Jonathan Jones. I'm sure you guys know a good amount about him now.
Appreciate y'all for letting him go.
yeah. We also give you guys Dietrich Wise, KJ Osborne last year. So I like Wise. He always has a good
a very underrated defensive end and someone who's going to eat up space on the exterior.
Great person. He's a great guy too.
For sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean it's joint practices. It's not the games, but it is good to get those reps, get those game time reps and get that scrimmage stuff. But what I saw from the Patriots is we had no Terry McLaurin to cover, which was it was good. We didn't do too bad. I mean, Diggs was out for about half the practice. He came in late. There was no injury involved with that. We were never told what the problem was, but he eventually came
I saw
in.
a video he was leaving 5 guys. So I don't know if that's accurate or what.
I think that was the day before.
Okay.
I hope that wasn't to be late for practice. If it was,
could you imagine
coming out of 5 guys? But I mean, Will Campbell, Dietrich Wise, they had their own little. They had on 1-on-1s. They had a good fight. Will Campbell beat Wise a couple times. Wise beat Campbell. Campbell not having great practices in the past week. He's a rookie. We've had a week of practices. Can't jump to the gun yet, but it's not fun to see. Our 4th overall pick getting blown up.
Yeah, I mean, I could say the same thing to a degree about Josh Connolly Jr. Hasn't had the greatest practice at OTAs,
but then him, I forgot.
Yeah, but then like at camp yesterday, from what I was hearing, was doing a pretty good job with Christian Barmore. If you came on his side, relatively fun.
He's a right tackle, right?
Right tackle.
Right tackle, yeah. So he got Barmore, Keon White. He got
Keon White.
He's a right tackle.
Keon White's on the left.
So he got he did not get Keon White then. He got maybe Braden Swinson a little bit.
Yeah, there we go, Swinson. Because Laramie Tunsil put Keon White's self in the pavement a few times.
Oh yeah. Keon White, he's been pretty good against Campbell, but
yeah, and Keon White's not a small dude either. He's 6'3", 6'4".
He's strong. He's fun to watch.
Yeah, so it's fun to watch. It's not an easy man to move around. So when reports coming out from my guys and Patriots reporters saying, no, Laramie Tunsil put him in his early grave, I went, yep, Tunsil is as advertised, people. Let's keep this thing rolling.
Yeah. But Terry McLaurin, I want to talk about him for a minute. Can you tell me that situation over there? I mean, you see all this media stuff that he's gonna leave. He's coming to New England. He's not coming to I don't think he will. Can you give my viewers a little bit of recap of what's happening over there?
Yeah, so this is Terry's last year on his first extension from the Ron area. They gave him a 3-year, $68 million contract, which at the time he was one of the highest paid in the league. He had his greatest season in Washington, put up I think it was 1,050 yards, 13 touchdowns. He's reset the franchise record in receiving touchdowns. Is the him and Jaden are the biggest reason why we got to the NFC Chip game. Obviously, we saw what happened. So going into the season, we all said, all right, Terry on his final year, he's going to want to get paid a little bit more. Let's see how things work out. Garrett Wilson gets his contract. T. Higgins gets his contract. Jamar Chase gets his contract. I believe Devonta Smith signed his contract this offseason. Like, there were a few wide receivers that got paid.
Diggs, too, he got paid.
Savon Diggs got paid. So going in, Terry's going to be making around $25-ish million on his last year on this contract. His camp coming out wants roughly that DK Metcalf contract, that 33-ish. The Commanders are reporting offering up to 28. So it's about a $6 to $8 million difference between the two parties. I'm not the biggest fan of Buddy Baker, his agent, just based on everything coming out of camp. Terry doesn't have a lot of leverage. AP and Dan Quinn kind of all the leverage. AB, for those who don't know, Adam Peters, our second-year general manager coming here from San Francisco. So it's interesting. He put in the final piece of the puzzle of, I'm disgruntled, I'm tired, I'm frustrated, I'm requesting a trade. That was reported, and it's been verified and whatnot. So obviously you're gonna see the Steelers jersey swap. I saw the Patriots jersey swap. I've seen the Colts. I've seen the Chargers. I think I've seen a Dallas one float around. I've seen the Jets. Like when these rumors happen, the same thing with Micah Parsons, same thing with Trey Hendrickson, same thing with Jalen Ramsey. It's the standard run of the mill stuff. Obviously, being a fan of the team, I would give him $40 million just as a person. I think that sweet spot is going to be $30 million a year, just based on what he wants, what the team's offering. Him becoming 30, going to be 31 when the new contract officially hits. So it's a nightmare right now. He's not obviously with the team up in New England. He will not be playing obviously tomorrow night against you guys, nor will a lot of our starters. So our hopes as fans is this is done by week 1. AP's track record of Bosa and Trent are kind of more of that around week 1 and week 2 you'll get signed. We were just hoping this would have been done by now. We were hoping this would have been done 2-3 weeks ago. That is not the case, but neither is the Trey Hendrickson situation, and now obviously is the Micah Parsons situation. So out of the 3 of those candidates, we're probably in the best situation when it comes to like ownership's not talking out against the player. GMs and coders aren't talking out against, like, everything coming out of Commanders is, we love Terry. We want Terry here. This is a behind the scenes agent to, staff thing. This isn't Jerry talking to Micah saying, well, he's been injured 6 games and he whines a lot. So I'll pay him when I pay him. Mike Brown, notoriously being probably the cheapest owner in the NFL. So if I'm basing off of those 3, we're probably in the best spot. But when this has been the face of the franchise since 2020, because 2019 was his rookie year, obviously, it's not a good place for us to be in. But we have to trust the process.
Yeah, I mean, not only a good place to be in, not only a good place to be in, but it's kind of a bad look too. How are you guys in money right now? Do you guys?
We have, I think, 15-ish mil left this season, but we're walking in next year with roughly 80.
Oh.
So we've got the money. We're gonna have some free agents next year. We're gonna have to re-sign some 1-year guys, some 3-year guys coming up. But Terry should have been a priority coming in. So I'm curious why hasn't been done. Obviously, the rumors coming out, he wants 33. Like I said, they're offering him 27, 28. It's just a bad look all around. Yeah, but again, it's the business of the NFL.
I mean, I feel like you said it right. I mean, in a better situation than Parsons with Jerry Jones and stuff, and at least he probably wants to, like. There's no there's no. I guess he doesn't hate the Commanders. Like
he's come out and said, me and my now wife, because he got married back in February. So they bought their first house here in the nation's capital. He loves the fans. He loves the players. He loves Jaden And Debo was like, dog, I came here because one of the reasons why is I wanted to work and play with you, and now
Yeah.
you're not here kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not – he didn't come out and put out the trade request. It was reported he did. Well, Micah personally said that he wants a trade request.
Yeah.
Trey Hendrickson was allowed to seek a trade. Terry, again, we're in the best spot because this was reported by reporters, not the team or Terry himself. So there's not the drama in that regards, but when he's, at camp signing autographs and talking with his agent and talking with the fans, talking with the media, but then, ask for a trade and
Not
talking with his
traveling to New
agent.
England.
Obviously not traveling. Well, he's not publicist. He has an ankle injury, so we'll see where that goes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's on PUP list. Sam Cosmi, our star guard, is on PUP list from his injury back in January, but he's really ahead of schedule. We can see him week 1.
So is Diggs. He's also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a weird situation to be in. But he didn't come out and demand a trade, or so he.
No, it was reported. So that was my thing when I talked with the fellas on the Burgundy breakdown. It was like, does this mean as much when it's not coming from the player's mouth? It's coming from Schefter and Rappaport and Deanna Rossini and John Keim and Lake Lewis Jr. And guys like that, versus Micah pulled up his iPhone notes, wrote a 3-page, soliloquy and said, here to the universe.
I read that. That's insane. You can't be treating the best. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Nope. But back to the practice. I mean, Patriots wise, Travion Henderson, 2 drops. One being in the end zone, one being a 15-yard play.
Yep.
For him being the receiving back he is, I don't really want to see that, but it's all right. Our corners
it's
also,
camp.
Yeah, it's camp. Exactly. Our corners still doing great with Gonzo and Carlton Davis out. We have Alex Austin, who's really stepping up. We have Marcellus Dial, who just tore his ACL. He will be out for the remainder of the season, which really sucks. I mean, he's special teamer. His sophomore year, so he's
not good.
Yeah, it's not good. It kind of sucks.
This is
training camp too.
Not to deviate, but this has not been the training camp for a lot of teams for the cornerback room.
Yeah,
Dial, Cone from the Ravens just tore his ACL.
Davis,
Gonzo got hurt.
Carlton Davis.
Yeah. The Dolphins, your division right have lost like 3 straight cornerbacks to injury.
And
the Texans and Ramsey. The Texans just lost CJ Gardner-Johnson for a while.
Yeah,
it's not an ACL tear, but he's not. I don't think he's going to be back by week 1 kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think Dallas is down a corner. The Eagles has had to trade for Jacorian Bennett.
Yeah.
So now the Raiders are down a corner. Like if you are a defensive back and you're in training camp, for whatever reason, be more careful.
Yeah. It sucks to see these guys go down in training camp too. Like you don't even get a snap. But luckily, our cornerback room gets so deep to the point where we have guys that can step up. Like DJ James, for example. You don't hear his name, but like he's a guy that will step up and you will hear his name. So he's been doing really good lately. For these injured corners. We have Craig Woodson, the safety, who we just drafted. So, and we have Alex Austin, like I mentioned earlier. So, I'm okay with these corners. These corners missing time right now. Gonzo and Davis, at least, they can miss as much time as they want for camp, and they can come back when they're healthy because our corners are holding up, and I'd like for them to get more reps too.
Right.
So, Diggs came in late. There's not much more that I got from that joint practice. There were some guests. There was Tatum that came in, Amendola. There was a Drake May, a Keyshawn Booty touchdown, which is good to see. Good to see that May and Booty are hooking up again. in the end zone. Javon Baker is really stepping up from his poor season last year. So
I was about to ask you as a question for you. How are you feeling about your wide receiver room?
uh
Uh,
it's
because
so
Kayshon Boutte,
yeah.
Pop Douglas, Javon Baker, you guys got Kyle Williams, which I was upset about. That was one of the guys I wanted.
Yeah.
So enjoy him. Please take care of him. I'm sure I'm missing a guy or two, but you guys have a lot of young
Hmm.
wide receivers, and you had the expiring Stephon Diggs Banana Boat 2.0. How you feeling about all this?
Yeah, so it's a good question. I love it. I love that we're lucky enough to have the argument that we're gonna have to we're gonna have to keep 7 receivers, because
Mm,
it's a great problem to have when you have to make a hard decision on keeping and cutting someone, I guess.
right.
So I guess you can keep it this way. You have a couple locks for the final six or set final the final
Yeah.
roster receivers. You have Pop Douglas, who's a lock. You have Stephon Diggs, Kyle
Diggs.
Williams, Matt Collins. Those are 4 locks, and then Kayshon
Yep.
Boutte.
There's 5.
Yeah, there's 5. So now you have Jalen Polk,
Yeah.
Javon
Javon
Baker,
Baker
and Kendrick Bourne,
and Afton Chisholm.
and Efton Chisholm. That's right. So
A very I when you guys got him, I was like, ooh,
yeah,
that's a
I
very
love Chisholm.
Edelman-esque.
Yeah,
That if that's not a Wes Welker, Julian Edelman, Danny Amendola, Hunter Renfro-esque player. Well, why are you saying that? Is it because he's Caucasian? No, it's because he's an undersized wide receiver who, for
yeah.
whatever reason, outplays his size and
Hmm.
height. Like, he should be a running back at his size, not a
Yeah.
wide receiver. But what he did for was it Western Kentucky? Or no,
No, it was
Eastern.
Eastern Washington.
Thank you, because I could see the image in my head.
Yeah, yeah,
For what he did for them his last year, I was like, ooh, could this be a day 3 UDFA I would
yeah.
want in Washington? And you guys got him, I think, in the 7th.
No, we got him undrafted.
I got him undrafted. Oh,
Yeah,
that's even better for y'all.
exactly. So I mean, it's easier. I'd rather get him in the 7th, to be really honest, because then it's harder to cut him. but
Yeah.
but I mean, that we kind of have to take 7 receivers. We're either cutting Polk, Baker, Bourne, or Chisholm with all
Yeah.
those 5 locks that I put in. So
Yeah.
if you want to go 7 receivers, I'm gonna have to cut Baker and Bourne.
Keep
But
Polk and Chisholm.
yeah, because I mean Polk, he's still I was never very high on him coming out of the draft, but I knew that he's a second-round guy, and you can't cut him in his second year. I mean, that's just the
No.
wrong thing to do. And I feel like if you do
I,
that, then he goes off and gets, I don't know, 1,000 receiving yards the next year. Like, that's just
I
gonna
mean,
happen.
problem is if you cut him and immediately practice squad him, he could go wherever he wants unless you do
Exactly.
the restricted practice squad tag, which would
Yeah.
suck for him because he's like, you guys aren't using me, but you want me,
Hmm.
but you don't care enough to start. I would hate to be in that position because the moment he goes on practice squad and is unrestricted,
He's gone.
someone's grabbing him.
Oh yeah. And I mean, the good thing is Bourne is kind of hurt right now, so
He's
maybe you
yeah,
start him at the PUP, out for the first 4 weeks, and then you keep Baker or Polk, saying that we keep Efton Chisholm, and then
yeah,
let's say now Chisholm, Polk, and Baker are in the hot seat for the first 4 weeks. Say one of those guys just bad, they're out, and Bourne's coming back in. Say all three do good, Bourne's getting cut.
right,
So you can make that decision in 6 weeks, 7 weeks maybe.
yeah.
So, I mean, there's a couple ways you can go about this, but yeah, I don't know, my 7 right now would be Kyle Williams, Jalen Polk, Mac Hollins, Pop Douglas, Diggs, Chisholm, and Booty. And
Okay,
cut then cut Baker and
Polk.
Bourne.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I wasn't the biggest fan of Jalen Polk. I think having a receiver across, he's always been kind of that two, similar to what like a Brandon Ayuk is, similar to what Debo is coming into his career. Is he
Yeah.
needs someone opposite from him
Yeah,
to really
exactly.
shine, and he had Roma Dunze, which we all were like, if you don't get him in the first top 10 picks, you just lost out on a really good wide receiver.
Yep.
And then he goes to Chicago in a very crowded wide receiver room.
Yeah.
So you can't see him shine. I was higher on Baker than most going into the draft class, and I was like, maybe. And then you guys got him, which was good, and then you didn't really use him, which was bad. But also, your head coach wasn't very good last
No,
year.
yeah. So it's hard for Vrabel and these guys to come in to literally nothing last year.
Right.
Like those 4 wins were nothing. Like those were roll a dice and see who got the win. Like that
Should have been 3 because you got lucky against
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
And Buffalo, the last game of the season.
Yeah.
Like we were maybe a 2-win team last year. We were terrible.
Right.
It was terrible. So, what's tough is to judge these guys by last year. It's hard to judge Polk last year.
Right.
Not as much Bourne, but like Baker, tough to just those 2 rookies that are those hot
At hype.
rookie. Those I mean I call them a rookie this year. I mean they did nothing last year to be really honest. I mean Polk got a touchdown, maybe 2, but yeah.
I was about to say Polk last year had 87 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Baker had 12 yards. So between the two of them, they had let's call it 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Oh,
yeah. So it's like 90 something. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
when you and I could probably go out and do that across 17 games.
Exactly.
That's not saying much for NFL caliber guys.
Exactly. And you have Drake May throwing he's not a bad quarterback. So
really good.
Yeah.
I was high on Drake May starting the draft process in December or January.
Mhm.
And the moment guys told me, you got to look at Jaden Daniels, I was like, I'm a Florida Gators fan. I already know what Jaden Daniels is about, okay?
Yeah.
And I did more homework. I went, yeah, JD5 is coming to DC. Drake May will be a Giant or a Patriot. And he went, obviously, up
Number
north
3.
to Massachusetts.
Yep.
So, not a bad gig all around. You just got to protect him.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
your biggest
and we're not doing
you got to
that right
protect
now.
him.
Like our line is you'll see it. I'm sure you already got tweets of it on Wednesday. I'm sure you got tweets.
I mean,
yeah.
Oh, we got tweets. There's problem is you don't have bad pieces. Will Campbell, really good rookie. Cole Strange, he was a strange draft pick by Belichick on his way out the door. But like Garrett Bradbury is a very seasoned and really well good center. Michael
Wenu. I think Bradbury will. I don't want Bradbury.
You don't want Bradbury?
No, he's not that good. Last year he wasn't good.
Okay. But I mean, I'm looking at your roster right now. So you would start Ben Brown, Jared Wilson, and Alec
Jared
Lindstrom.
Wilson. And
Wilson, I'll give you.
He's not a. Lindstrom is he's a practice.
He's
guy.
a guard.
He's a.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, we got Caden Wallace, who we got last year. Valerian Lowe, he's not too good, but
Sydney So.
We have the pieces. We're just still coming together as a 5, and we're trying to get that 5 too. I mean, we have right tackle Morgan Moses. He's locked up. He's right tackle no matter what.
Yep.
Right guard Michael Onwenu. He's those are 2 locks. Center. We've seen 3 starting centers in probably I don't know 8 different practices or 3 different starting centers in 8 practices. We've seen Ben Brown at first team center, Garrett Bradbury, and then we also have seen Jared Wilson. Jared Wilson is almost safe to say locked up at left guard, and then obviously Will Campbell at left tackle. So at this point, it's center for us, which is either Ben Brown or Garrett Bradbury. I think it'll be Bradbury. I don't want it to be, but I do think it will be. He's been struggling in camp. I mean, he does have Barmore and Milton Williams to go again, so I'll give him that.
Right.
But I mean, even snaps. I know it was terrible. I think he had a 10-yard snap over Drake May's head.
Ooh,
Yeah, it was.
that's not good.
No, it isn't. But especially like the center position, like that's a huge position. Like he almost runs the offense aside from the quarterback. Like he's running the
Yeah,
line.
the center, if unless you have a superstar tackler guard, so Cosme, a Biadash, a Trent Williams, a Jordan Mailata, a Jason Kelsey, a Tyron Smith, a Zach Martin, guys like that. Even Andrew Thomas to a degree.
Yeah.
I'll give Andrew Thomas some love from the Giants because they got nothing else to love. If you don't have a superstar guy right now, you're not going to do it. I think Will Campbell can be that, but again, he's a rookie tackle.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he needs obviously time to shine and develop. Now, if you're someone like a Joe Alt, who was great his rookie year and developed to superstardom in his second year, then yeah, you're gonna be obviously a captain on the offensive line. You're gonna be a guy they listen to. But based on what you're saying, if Bradbury's not the answer and you don't have it in your building right now, you're not gonna have a fun time protecting Drake May.
Yeah, that's right. And I guess you can say Morgan Moses could be that guy, but he also doesn't have enough. He has enough experience. I don't know about production though.
Yeah, Morgan Moses is again kind of in that Aaron Rodgers, that Von Miller, the twilight of his career kind of thing, where he just he'll work, he'll play, he's good, but you're not gonna break the bank or bet the house on Morgan Moses being your franchise left. No, when you've got like 2 years left of him.
Exactly, if that. So, I mean, we're working on it. We're working on the O-line, but do you want to talk about anything else on the joint practice for the Commanders, or you want to hop into the preseason?
I think joint practice. I think the fans had a really good time considering you guys had kind of two fields. I think the live fans got a lot more than us fans wanting to be in the know. Because from what I heard, you guys had two fields of practice going on, right?
Yeah. So the way this is set up is we have two fields, and then there's a huge hill that we can't see.
Okay.
And there's another field. So that's where the Commanders went for the first part of practice, just for like 10, 15 minutes to warm up.
Yeah.
And then they came up the hill, and then we have two fields there that everyone can see. But there's three fields in the facility kind of thing, but two of them we can see. And the Commanders started off 15 minutes. Nothing special. It was just warm-ups and stuff. But there's two fields in the sense of like, I think Commanders offense was at the far field that we couldn't really see. But then the closest field was Patriots offense, Commanders defense.
I got you. Yeah, because a lot of us were waiting on like some of our guys to talk about the media, and we were like, we're 40 minutes into practice. We've heard nothing.
Yeah.
And we're going to like some Patriots beat reporters, and we're like, okay, cool. Some of y'all are doing your job. And like, what was it, Patriots Pass or something like the live stream, you guys? Yeah. Like we were like, a lot of us were like, okay, they're going to live stream, practice. Like a lot of these teams will live stream the whole practice. And he got the feed at 15 minutes. We're like, we can't. Where's the coverage?
Yeah. It's tough when it's like there's that much going on, that many fans, and like I was trying to report on it. It was tough. It's like they're all the way down there. Patriots defense is all the way down there. I can't keep track of all that. So
right. But again, the live fans, like you see the photos of all the fans at the parking garage across the street. You have if you go into Commanders Twitter, they say, hey, John the Jones back in the building, and you just see a sea of burgundy, white, and gold, some blue, some red, some other white sprinkled in. But it's like, no, fans showed up to this practice. A big reason is obviously 5. But I don't remember a joint practice being this packed out for just one day.
And Draco. Oh, where is he?
And Drake May, obviously. But like, name me the last time you had an opposing team who was still kind of on the rise pack out your practice facility and the parking garage.
We had the Eagles last year.
That's fair.
But I mean, this is a lot more packed.
Yeah.
Even though they were a Super Bowl team, it was a lot more packed.
Yeah.
But I say we get right into
Let's
the
get into preseason.
preseason game. I mean, that's tomorrow night. We have the Tom Brady statue being unveiled at 6 p.m. tomorrow night before the game. So that'll be pretty cool to watch. But game wise, it'll be a good game. I mean, I think I personally think we're gonna win only because we're starting our healthy starters. You guys aren't. I heard from Dan Quinn. So Vrabel said anyone who's healthy will play. I hope to see. I hope not to see guys like Diggs, Moses, even Hunter Henry. I don't want to see those guys in the field. Those kind of older guys. Kendrick Bourne. I wouldn't want to see him on the field. Guys that are on the fence of, injury prone. But I'm sure we'll see Drake. I know we'll see Drake May tomorrow for maybe the first drive, first two. But who are some guys that we'll see from the Commanders that aren't starters but could show up and play?
So you'll see Sam Hartman, you'll see Josh Johnson, Sam Hartman them being our third and fourth string quarterbacks. I call Sam Hartman the NFC Justin Herbert because he is head and shoulders above all the rest. And if he doesn't have a Doves partnership soon, I'm going to be very disappointed because you could market a team and a mile agency after Sam Hartman. Let's be honest here. It's a handsome dude. So I mean, no homo, but dude's handsome. I can't deny it. I'm not gonna be here downtrodden him. Handsome dude. So you'll see some of them. You'll see guys like Ja'Cory Brooks. You'll see a sprinkling of probably KJ Osborne. You'll probably see Chris Moore, Michael Strachan. You'll probably see a really healthy dose of Ben Sinnott. You'll probably see some Chris Rodriguez, some Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, a.k.a. Bill, the big one, not the little one. Our second offensive line. Defense-wise, you'll probably see Carlin Vigors. You'll probably see Jonathan Jones. You might see...
We will see Jonathan Jones?
I would bet 10 to 1 you see Jonathan Jones.
So he's not a starter?
He's third. He's a fourth or fifth corner on our depth chart.
Oh, so he's not slot. I mean, so...
No.
Oh,
because we
all his career.
Yeah, but again, we have a healthy Marshawn Lattimore finally. Mike Sanderson coming off actually a good season for a rookie corner.
Yeah,
and then we drafted Trey Amos, who we've all agreed in Commanders land should have been a first round pick.
I forgot about that.
So when you have three starting corners and Jonathan Jones is your fourth, you can't help it but you can't go wrong with that rotation.
Especially when he's 31 and he's not really your future.
Right. So you'll see him. You'll probably see guys like Carl Davis, Sheldon Day, Eddie Goldman. You might see some Dominique Hampton, Nick Ballore. You might see some Kane Madrano and some Alex Kono, the two UCLA linebackers. Tyler Owens, our safety.
We see Luke McCaffrey.
You probably will see Luke McCaffrey. I'm not going to bet. I'm not going to say here and say yes or no just because I would hope Luke gets more reps. We dropped a reel about this today saying with Reedy saying, hey, if Luke doesn't show out this camp, there's no reason why you shouldn't cut him, even though he's only a second-year player. You also can't afford the liberties of saying, hey, we've given you all you can at this rate if you're not producing even to practice standards.
Yeah,
it can't be helped.
Yeah. I mean, for the Patriots wise, you won't be seeing. You'll be seeing starters again. I'm not sure how long these starters will play, especially after we see C.J. Gardner-Johnson go down with an injury tonight, Anthony Richardson go down with an injury tonight. So if that changes people's minds on who gets played and how long they get played,
right.
But you will see Joshua Dobbs and Ben Woodridge most of the game. Running back wise, expect to see Ramondre for the first. So here's the thing with the running back room right now. We have 5 good backs, and even no, 5 good running backs. We have Stevenson, Antonio Gibson,
Yep.
Travion Henderson. Then we have Lan Larson. He's a UC Davis running back, the undrafted free agent, who is fighting for a roster spot. He's been on special teams for a little bit, so that might also give him some points. And then you'll also see Terrell Jennings, who is another. He's a second year running back, I believe, maybe third.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll definitely see a little bit of him. Actually, a lot of it of him. I mean, he's pretty good. He's pretty good in preseason too. So you'll see him and Larson most. Henderson, you might see him in the first quarter. I wouldn't be surprised if he played second quarter, but was out second
Like
half.
sprinkled in.
Yeah, and then Ramondre probably first quarter. Gibson probably the same as Henderson, first and second, and then we'll be done. But some guys that I'm really looking at and would like to see step up. One is definitely Jalen Polk. I mean, I would love for Polk to make the roster. I want him to. I want nothing.
You have his jersey.
Yeah, I do actually. Well, I got that jersey from. I went to the draft that year, and
Nice.
Or no, I went to the draft party. Sorry, and I won. I won that jersey, but it didn't have Polk on it. It just had the number 1 like draft day jersey. So put Polk on it, and then he signed it, and I think it was the first jersey he ever saw of him. So made him happy and me. So but I'd like to see him. I'd like to see Baker. Who else? I mean, Efton Chisholm. I'd like to see him a lot.
Kyle Williams.
I mean, I'd like to see 2 quarters of him. I don't want him to play too long though, because
Right.
he's a rookie. He's still, and we know he's making the roster. I feel like preseason now is to not only show these rookies what this new league is to them, but it's also for these coaches to see who's getting on the roster and who's not. Like,
Kyle's your wide receiver 3 on the depth chart. So
yeah.
he's if that's not a lock, I don't know what is.
Yeah, he's definitely a lock. I mean, 3rd round guy. He's 100% a lock. But like, we might see some Kayshon Boutte out there for a little bit. I know he was in trade talks. I doubt he'll get traded now, after him and May are really connecting in camp.
Yeah.
Matt Collins you won't see, I'm assuming, because he's been on PUP. But then, moving on to tight end, you might see Hooper. He's 30 years old, and so is Hunter Henry. So, I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see much of him. Both of those guys, actually. But then we have Cole Fotheringham. He's new to us, and he's not too good.
Okay.
So, it comes up to CJ Dupree. You might know his name. Alabama tight end.
Yep.
From last year. And then Jaheim Bell. Those are the 2 guys that are fighting for that 3rd string tight end spot. Fighting for the roster as it is. It'll be Bell and Dupree that you'll see mostly at tight end.
I knew Jaheim coming out last year. For his size, 6'2", 241, I feel like you could convert him to receiver.
Jaheim
Bell, like at 6'2", like it's a cool tight end, but that's a very undersized tight end. That feels more fullback. Though. I mean, he's 240, so I mean, I would still move into receiver if he can slim down to that 220. Like people could call him overweight, but I mean, he's not. If he was 6'5", 240, and playing tight end, you might have a freak.
Yeah,
but he's 6'2".
Yeah,
he's my height.
That's true. I mean, he has been working with. I would expect him to make the roster only because he's been working one-on-one with Vrabel a lot. Like, him and Barmore have been the most with Vrabel, like one-on-one. And it's good to see, your head coach working with them, like in a penny, in a like a padded little thing.
For sure.
But tight end, you'll see them. Left tackle, you might see Campbell for a little bit. But again, he's a lock on the left tackle position, so I don't know how much you will see him. You'll definitely see him a little bit though. And then left guard, Wilson will definitely be playing a lot. But O-line, you'll see Valerian Lowe, you'll see Caden Wallace. You might
Sydney
not see
So.
Lowe because you'll see City So, those guys, and then what else? I mean, you'll see Demontre Jacobs, Onwenu maybe a little bit, but oh, sorry, my dog's in there.
No, you're good.
But then, yeah, I mean that's offense, and then defense. You'll see Marte Mapu. You'll see Jack Gibbons, Calavion Chason. No, he's hurt right now. You might not, but
Braden Swinson.
You'll see a lot of him. Monty
Jelani
Rice,
Tavai.
Jelani Tavai. You'll see him. No, he's hurt. He's also hurt. You might
Really?
see a little bit of Barmore. But DJ James, he's a corner that I really like that you'll probably see. And then I know I mentioned I know I mentioned Alex Austin earlier too. So, without listing the whole entire 91-man roster, that's probably the most you'll see.
Yeah.
But Vrabel said all the healthy guys will play, so it's kind of there's not much I can gather with that, because again he's a new coach here. It's a whole new staff, so by week 2 of preseason, I'll be able to get a better understanding of who will play and how long. But as of right now, that's kind of all I have. I mean, we have Trey Avery, who we just got 2 days ago from the Niners.
But he's not doing a whole lot.
No, he'll play, but I mean, I don't see him.
I don't even see, he might be a practice squatter for y'all.
Yeah.
I don't see him starting in the secondary. He'll be like, what's cover 3 Sky X2O?
Yeah.
Dog, I'm in the same boat as you. I'm gonna tell you just to go high. And he comes to Vrabel. Why are you going high? Your position playing low. I asked him. You're cut. Coach.
Yeah. Yep, you'll definitely see some confusion, especially with Polk Baker. Yep. I mean, lots of throwing your hands, and what do you do? Yeah.
What happened to his hands?
What are some?
I think. Sorry. No, go ahead.
What were you saying?
No, I think that's going to be the big battle for you guys this preseason is Polk versus Baker. What 2024 draftee is going to make the roster?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely, and I feel like what it might come down to is who was drafted in the 2nd and who was drafted in the 4th.
Yeah.
I mean, or he might have been the 5th, but
yeah. But again, if you're saying Baker over Polk, but if you're saying Baker over Polk, then you're saying later round is much more valuable than your first day 2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying Polk over Baker only because he was 2nd rounder. And Baker was day 3, maybe 5, maybe 6. I don't know. I forget. But I mean, I think that this preseason will say it all, because Polk was out for the first 5 days of training camp.
Ooh.
So that definitely that. I feel like that almost
that takes a hit.
Now Polk's drafted day 3. Baker's now drafted because obviously then Baker tries to step it up, and then Baker was out for a little bit, and then it's what is happening? And then it's hard for Vrabel to get anything from last year with Mayo, AVP, Alex Van Pelt, and the mess that we had. So that's why it's tough for these coaches and this management to understand these guys as play. All you have is a spring and summer. Yeah. That's all you have from these guys, or what they really are, I guess. But final prediction of what the big outcome of this game. What do you think we'll see?
I wouldn't expect too high of a scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect this to be a shootout of Drake May, Josh Dobbs versus Josh Johnson and Sam Hartman.
Yeah.
I expect this to be more of a let's see what we have kind of thing. And before someone, whether you clip this out or live stream it, well, isn't that every preseason game? Why are you saying it this is what it's meant to be? Preseason is seeing what you have. So if I see Krosky Merritt go for 60 rushing yards in the half he plays, I'm going to say, okay, he's doing a lot with his touches. But if I see Javon Baker have 7 targets, 2 receptions, 22 yards, but he wasn't covered for most of that, I'm going to say this right here shows Baker not putting an emphasis on effort for the Patriots. So I think this is just going to be a sub 20-point game from both teams. I can see this being like a 17-14, 21-18 kind of game. Like there's gonna be some scoring, but I don't expect this to be the Bengals right now against Philly putting up, I think, like 20 points already. Like I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
I think for as Commanders fans, I want to see some of the young guys, Brooks, Krosky Merritt, Dom Hampton, guys like that. I think for Patriots, I want to see what Drake can do. I want to see Trayvon Henderson with live ammo and live ammunition coming at him, tackling it, whatnot. And then I think your defense just needs to figure out what they're going to do, because Gonzo and Davis is a great start. Barmore's a great player. Keon White's a good young guy to develop, and then Braden Swinson. And after that, you guys are like Kyle Duggar is a little bit older, or get cut. Like, yeah, if you're saying right now Kyle Duggar's going to get cut, then you've already got in your head, oh, this defense is going to take a hit. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised to see this defense be top 5.
Really?
Yes. Like, people are really underestimating this defense. So, like,
I mean, so am I.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give you like a little bit of breakdown. We have Robert Spillane, who we just got in free agency.
Good pickup.
Third in the league in tackles last year. Then we Jelani Tavai, who led the Patriots. No, it might have been Christian Ellis. We have Christian Ellis, who we just signed. Then for the line, we have Barmore, who is nasty. I mean, he was hurt last year. He had blood clots and stuff, but the year before, he was nasty. We have Milton Williams, who's just the biggest defensive tackle in the market. And then
who you guys signed him 5 minutes after he just signed with Carolina. I was like, what are we doing?
I know, yeah. And then we move on to edge rusher. We have Keon White. We have Harold Landry. Braden Swinson. And then we have Jack Gibbons too. We'll see what he plays. He's linebacker, but he might play a little bit on the edge. And then we move to corner. We have the best corner duo in the league. We have Gonzo, and then Carlton Davis, who, I mean, hasn't played much yet, hasn't played much this offseason yet, but he's really proved on 2 different teams that he is a game changer.
He's a dog.
A game changer. Yeah, he's good. So then you move to safety, where it's probably one of our more weak positions on the defense, but it's heavy, I guess you can say. Like, we still have Jabril Peppers. He's a dog. He's nasty. We have Craig Woodson. We just got him from California. He's a
that was a good draft.
Yeah, I love Woodson. I think he was in a couple of my mock drafts. He was good. And then we have Jalen Hawkins, who I don't know if that name is kind of popular outside of the Patriots, but he's pretty good.
Yeah. I've heard a few things about Jalen Hawkins.
Yeah. Duggar, I know. He's pretty popular. Then Marcus Epps, who we just got from the Raiders. And then Del Pettis, he was an undrafted guy from Troy last year. He was our first undrafted guy that made the starting roster. The starting lineup in the first game in a while for the Patriots anyway. But I mean, I don't know, our defense is just gonna be really good this year. And last year was supposed to be, but then we saw the coaching all messed up, and it went from
injuries.
Injuries, yeah. It went from what was supposed to be a top 10 defense to a bottom 5.
Yeah.
So but I mean, I'm really excited for our defense this year. I mean, I think we're gonna come up and we're gonna surprise most fans.
Yeah, I hope so. I just think when you look at paper, you're telling me Kyle Duggar and Jabril Peppers are going to be your safeties of the future when they're
No,
both what? Because Jabril Peppers is 29, Kyle
he's
Duggar
29.
is
He's also
29.
29. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
so give these guys 2 more years. They're going to be in the retirement home
yeah,
real quick. So then you got to figure out, okay, I got to get a starting free safety, strong safety.
yeah.
Well, I mean, as good as Jalen Hawkins is, are you going to bet, big money that he's going to be your safety of the future?
No, he is. He's how old is he? He's 27. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that, but I mean, I'd say Del Pettis. He can be involved in that. I
Okay.
mean, he was getting second. He's getting second team reps right now at 24 years old, and he was undrafted last year.
That's
So
good
I mean,
stuff.
he came in from kind of nothing to now
Yeah.
second team. We have Craig Woodson, who we just got,
Yep.
also 24. He just beat Kyle Duggar for the first team safety
Hey,
reps. So
that's good news to hear for you guys.
yeah, so I mean, if we see our defense, I mean, we have defensive-minded coaches too. We have Terrell Williams and Mike Rabel. So I mean,
Yeah.
if they kind of more specialty in linebacker and in defensive tackle, but we also have Brennan Schooler. He's a big special teams guy, but you probably won't see much of him. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, I can see Del Pettis and Craig Woodson being our guys in the future. Maybe even pick up a younger safety later on. Maybe trade for one, get a wide receiver exchange for a safety or a wide receiver for a safety, something like
Safety.
that.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean, I think our safety room is gonna be pretty good this year. I mean, depth chart it says Marcus Epps is the backup for the free safety. I don't think that's true.
I don't see that happening.
No, that's not a thing. That's ESPN thinking they're smart. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, how's you guys' defense? Are they?
On paper, it got a lot better. I think it's just going to be a matter of can we put the pieces together and how fast? Because we signed, again, a lot of 1 year free agents, a lot of guys. We picked up Von Miller.
Mm-hmm.
We brought back Bobby Wagner. We've got Dedrick Wise. We brought in Javon Kinlaw.
Yeah.
Brought in Eddie Goldman. Brought back Sheldon Day.
Jonathan
Drafted
Jones.
guys like Jonathan Jones. Drafted Trey Amos and Cam Madrano. Brought in Carl Viggers. Brought in Robin McDaniel. Brought back Noah Ikenogigbe. Like, we've got a lot of veteran presence, especially on the defensive line and linebacking room. Like, our starting linebackers are Frankie Luvu, Bob Wagner, Von Miller. Well, on paper, and based on stats last year, you would say, oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
But to that same credit, Bobby's on a 1 year deal on his way to the Hall of Fame. Von's on a 1 year deal on his way to the Hall of Fame. Frankie's coming off a really good season for him. So there's one. Like Javon Kinlaw, if he can just be better than his Jets days, cool, but I'm not expecting much from him. Mm-hmm. I'm not expecting a world-beating, 9-sack season from Dedrick Wise because he's never been that. He's like looking at his stats, 5, 4.5, 2. So like, if I got
he's always
5.5
depth piece,
right, and a good run stuffer on the edge.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I got 5.5 to 7.5 sacks out of Dedrick Wise, I'm gonna call that a good time. But if he broke out, then that's even better. Yeah. But this secondary and linebacking room, Amos, Lattimore, Saint Rustil, Jonathan Jones, Igbenogany, Carlin Viggers, like guys like that, I am excited for this cornerback room to put it all together. Didn't do the greatest against y'all in practice, but again, it's the first time they've seen live ammunition since they've come together as a team because they've been practicing against the same guys the whole time. So there's going to be growing pains, but so I mean that's just going to happen. So I'm excited to see what this cornerback room is finally going to be when we can put the piece together.
Yeah, I mean now that I'm looking at your depth chart, you guys are great. Your defense would be one of the best of all time in 2018.
I was about to say
Lattimore, Miller, Wagner, Wise,
a rookie Deron Payne, like
exactly, yeah, and then Jonathan Jones is there too.
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys had Jalen Lane too. I forgot about.
Oh yeah, we got him on. Yep, we got him in the draft.
I was high on him in the draft. He's quick, right?
He has a 4.3 speed.
Yes, he's pretty quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was not the hokey I had done homework on. I had done it on Byshul Tutton, running back, going to the Jaguars, and then I did the homework on Antwell Powell-Riley, the edge rusher, went to the Eagles. I was like, these are the two hokies I want. And when they went Jalen Lane, I was like, not the hokey I wanted,
Mm-hmm.
but we're gonna rock with it.
Yeah, I was super high on him. You can like my mock drafts back in April and March. He was in all of them, and I was like, all right, I gotta stop with this guy. But
So like I gotta put emphasis on other guys too. I can't just be glazing this man.
Yeah, exactly. And you also have Jazon Newton. I forgot. Do you call him Johnny or Jazon?
Johnny Newton is what he goes by. Where we drafted him was insane value because if not for that foot injury, I think he would have been a top half, a top 20 draft pick.
Yeah, I remember.
Then we got him at 36.
I
just need him to. We got him at 36.
Wow.
We got him late.
I always thought Seattle would get him in the first.
We all thought but then they went Byron Murphy the second.
That's right. Yeah.
So, but like in 16 games, he put up 44 tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, but for a second, I mean, granted, he was behind Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne and Sheldon Day and Carl Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, but for the talent and the position and the hype he had coming in and coming out, you would have expected better.
Yeah, he only had 2 sacks. I mean,
right. Granted, defensive tackle is not going to be a sack machine.
Yeah.
So 5 sacks as a D tackle could be, earning you a Pro Bowl contract.
Yeah.
But when this team was supposed to get to the quarterback, and it was Wagner, it was Louvre, it was your linebackers getting there before your edge rushers and D tackles, that went, oh,
yeah,
it's not a good idea.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's our predictions. It's getting late. It's right around 10:30.
I was about to say
we did start this kind of late, but
that's all good.
Yeah. Again, final predictions. I think Patriots are gonna win only because healthy starters. Put this in a regular season game. Commanders are probably smoking us. But yeah, I mean, it'll be an interesting game to watch at the end of the day, and
yeah,
I'm excited for it. I probably will be going just to see the Brady ceremony and maybe, Efton Chisholm,
the
breakout game. But
breakout preseason game.
Exactly, yeah. But thank you for anyone coming on and listening. And again, John, where can we find your work?
Yeah, so you guys can find me at Ballin Burgundy Podcast on all socials, and then on X at BIB Podcast 22 because Twitter hates long usernames. And I'm not paying $14.99 for a verification and a longer username. I'm not doing it. I'm not spending the money.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can find myself, Reedy, Z, and Juan, Burgundy Breakdown every Wednesday night at Burgundy Breakdown WSH on all social medias. Again, that channel up and going. For BIB, road to 1,000 subscribers. We're currently at 700 flat. So I'm going to the Commanders Eagles December Saturday game.
Nice.
On the 20th. So if we could get to 1,000 by then, I might have to pull some strings. Might have to do a giveaway here and there, but we will cross that road when we get there. But appreciate you having me on. I appreciate you reaching out and doing this thing. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. No problem. And for anyone, make sure to go follow me at Patriot Focus. And thank you for coming on. It's been a really fun one. And
yeah, man.
Like I said earlier, I mean, next Commanders, Pats meet up. We'll be doing this crossover again.
I'll see you then.
Oh yeah, see you guys then. So thanks again. Thanks for coming on. And that's gonna end it for the Patriot Cast episode. And go Pats.